And I also got one saying that I owed a ticket for marijuana charges.
They can be scary, exciting, and always annoying. Scam calls are getting more and more frequent every day, but there could be a simple fix. You see, North Carolina's Attorney General is working with other attorneys general across the country to get the phone companies to push the button on some new technology that could protect us.
Fox 8's Michael Hennessy joins us here live. Michael, Attorney General Stein says these calls are increasing by the billions.
Katie says there were 48 billion more scam calls in 2018 than there were in 2017, and that's just in the United States, but they could all stop if his plan goes through.
At least 3 to 5 times a week.
Billions and billions of calls.
I used to think they were important calls.
Some look like they're numbers you know.
Almost every single day, and they're very annoying.
Are you interested in lowering your credit card debt?
Most going through several telephone companies, perhaps from countries away, all to cover their tracks.
One time I got one about the IRS, and that was pretty nervous.
People lose thousands, even tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars.
There's a woman in Hickory who lost $220,000 to these scammers.
With the internet, these scammers take hard-earned dollars and spend next to nothing doing it.
For you and me, a lot of times these calls are annoying, but for many people, it's much worse than that.
Attorney General Josh Stein says the issue isn't with our laws, it's with technology.
They're caught way too infrequently because of the difficulty in actually identifying who it is perpetuating the scam.
Every time someone violates our do not call law, it's a $5,000 fine, but they rarely actually get caught.
The scammers are so sophisticated. They play psychological tricks on the victims.
There are a few cases where they're able to stop a wire transfer or work with the Postal Service to stop a check in the mail.
Generally, when the money's gone, we never get it back.
But technology could also be what protects us, that is, if Stein gets his way.
If you think like you're getting more of them, it's because you actually are.
He's leading a multi-state initiative with about 40 attorneys general across the country, Republican and Democrat, to get the phone companies to implement new technology. He says they can put up screens so we don't get the calls in the first place, and adds they have the capability of authenticating who's making the call so they can trace the call back and charge the scammers.
A number of those actually do originate in the United States.
But the phone companies are pushing back, one, because of the cost, and two, because there are some regulatory holdups in their way, so Stein's working with the Federal Communications Commission so they can ease up on some of the rules.
Yeah, if it's preventing them from calling me, then yeah.
The first step towards protection is putting your number on the do not call list.
Hi, this is Officer Jennifer from Social Security Administration.
The robotic voice that comes with it.
But if the scammers still come ringing, just hang up. Don't engage them and be skeptical.
Stop calling us. Yeah, please.
If you have any doubts,
just call a friend. Just take a breather. Call somebody. Call my office. We have a toll-free number.
and if you do have any questions, that number for Stein's office is pretty simple. It's 8775-NO-SCAM. That's 877-566-7226. Neil.